Okay, perfect. So we are live. Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. I'm Shanila Mazhar, working as Communications Officer PUAN. And I guess now by this time you must be familiar with my name or at least my voice. And we have gathered here virtually to talk about the one of the most sensational and one of the most exciting programs of PUAN, which is PUAN Grants Program. And you all must be familiar that we've already started receiving applications for the current cycle. And if you have not started working on your applications, so the first thing which you need to do is to visit our website, which is www.puan.pk. And there you need to click simply on the PUAN Grants tab. And once you're going to click over there, you are going to see all the information regarding our amazing program, what kind of funding streams we have got available, what's the funding limitation, what are the themes against which you can apply. But at the same time, we did a previous live session last week as well, and then we were receiving lots of queries from our alumni who intend to apply for this PUAN Grants program, that they still need some kind of hand-holding when it comes to developing proposals, because there are lots of alumni who are going to apply for this PUAN Grants program for the first time, and then there are alumni who do not have any kind of experience when it comes to project implementation or designing projects. So we just thought, how about making you meet our three amazing alumni from the previous cycle who were there with us, who developed these applications from scratch electronically, and then they submitted them electronically, and then they not only completed them, they won their grants through a competitive process, and then they completed their grants. So we have with us our three amazing alumni. So let's talk to them, and they are going to briefly tell you guys about their exchange journeys, and then how was their experience with PUAN when it comes to implementing the PUAN Grants program. So let's start with Mr. Hussain Saab. Let's give him advantage of being in the minority gender at the moment. So over to you, Hussain. So Hussain, please, those who do not know you, please briefly tell your complete name and the name and year of your exchange program, and then briefly tell us about your exchange program. Over to you, Hussain.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Ila. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. It has always been a pleasure working with PUAN, and we have always been grateful to PUAN for providing the alumni with such meaningful opportunities through which we can create impact. So I'm Mohammad Hussain Amin, and I have attended two exchange programs. One was English Access Scholarship Program, and then I went to University of Massachusetts through SUSI for Student Leaders in Public Policy Making Program in the year 2018. And I have been working in different capacities with PUAN and have implemented different projects in 2015, in 2017, in 2022, and the recent one in 2025, which was bridging entrepreneurs with industry leaders.
Thank you so much, Hussain. So now let's move towards Ms. Valija. Over to you, Ms. Valija. Please tell us briefly about yourself, what do you do, and name and year of your exchange program, and then briefly tell us what was your project about under PUAN Grants program.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Shanila, for having me today. So I am Varija Nisar, and I have one exchange program and two in-country programs. I went to Brown University in 2019 under U.S. Summer Sisters Exchange Program. And talking about in-country programs, I was a part of English Access Micro Scholarship Program as well as Academy for Women Entrepreneurs. So, talking about my project, just like Hussain, it was my third project. I have done two chapter activities before this, and this one was called AJK Link Up. So, basically, my project was about how can we connect the budding entrepreneurs of AJK with our alumni who had the opportunity to develop their own businesses or are running successful business models so that they can mentor the coming entrepreneurs or the people who aspire to be entrepreneurs. So thank you.
Thank you, Valija. It always pleasure to see people from our alumni community. Now, next we have our very own Mr. Maima. Mr. Maima, over to you. Please tell us about yourself briefly, especially to those who do not know you or who do not know about your work, and then also tell us about your exchange program, name and year of exchange program, and at the same time, briefly about your project as well under PUAN Grants Program.
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me. I am Jemima Afridi. I'm a freelance journalist and a documentary filmmaker. I was in two programs. First, it was Access program in 2015. So I'm very old with PUAN network. And then second, it was in 2022 through SUSI program. I went to Kansas. Although I was I was like with the network since 2015, but I applied for the first time for this grant, and the topic or the grant that I got was about inheritance right in merged area, because we know that we have this right of women, but very few women are there who have this right. So I thought, why not to develop a documentary film on women who have already have this right, as well as include the legal aspect for those women who would like to have this access, and then film it in different community, in different schools and universities, so that they can know the process. Because a lot of time people get confused when it comes to legal aspects.
Thank you so much, Jemima. It was always pleasure to when it comes to listening to the stories and achievements of our amazing alumni. Now let's move the discussion further. And before we do that, I would like to reiterate and first of all, thank as well to all those who have joined us virtually via our Facebook page. So in case you have joined us later, somewhere in the middle of the discussion, just stay assured that even if we are going to conclude this discussion, the recording of the session is going to stay there on our Facebook page. Of course, Facebook takes some moments, and then once they are done with the processing, the video of the recording is going to stay available on our Facebook page. And at the same time, specifically for our alumni community, we are going to share it via our distribution list as well. And besides that, if you have got any kind of question, if you have any kind of comment, just feel free to use your fingers and just use the option of comment section, and feel free to post your comment, feedback, or questions for our panelists. Now, moving further, so coming back to you, Hussein, again. So Hussein, briefly tell us, like, do you have any kind of a previous experience as well when it comes to proposal development? And at the same time, when we talk about the virtual/online forum via which all our alumni are supposed to apply, how did you find that forum? Was it difficult for you? Was it were you able to complete everything which we were requiring from you with the ease? So tell us briefly about your experience.
In the first time when I got the grant, which was in the year 2015, so I was very new to the this thing of proposal writing, but still I got it. So one thing the alumni must be sure about is that PUAN does not want you to be a project management specialist or grant writing specialist, that you will be writing something from not outer from this world and you will be getting selected. It's not like this. And later on, I work in the development sector, so definitely I got a professional know-how of how it works. As far as the PUAN portal is concerned, so it has been, we have seen it has been improved. Now you can save the process, and definitely wherever you apply, you have to sort of play with the, or get know-how of the application portal. So you can't do it that you have this idea and you are like writing it on your Word, Microsoft Word, and you are just procrastinating. No, you have to go to the portal and you have to go to each section so that you know what is being required, especially there is the word or character limit. So we can write 500 words, but if there is a compulsion to write our idea in 150 words, so it becomes a problem. Writing, expressing your thoughts in lesser words is a problem. जैसे वो समंदर को कोसे में बंद करने वाली बात है. So that is very important, that you should be aware of the word limits. So all of those alumni who are interested, they must log in into the PUAN portal and see कि proposal में क्या है, what are the different, like they should know how to navigate different sections of the portal, like project summary hai, project justification hai, M&D plan hai, branding plan hai, uske expected outcomes hai. तो ये मुख्तलिफ sections हैं. It also depends. There are two types of grant. One is PUAN Connect grant, one is PUAN Alumni Small Grant. एक की जो funding limit है वो 250,000 है, एक की 1.5 million PKR है. तो alumni आपको पहले से ये आप you should be aware कि आपने कौन से में अप्लाई करना है. अगर आप स्मॉल स्केल इनिशिएटिव करना चाहते हैं, मगर उसमें एक चीज है जिसको आप you should be considerate about, which is in the PUAN Connect grant you can only engage alumni. You cannot engage non-alumni as your target beneficiaries. So ये आपके consideration में होना चाहिए. और PUAN Alumni Small Grant जो है वो तो specific theme के हवाले से you can engage non-alumni as well. तो आप पहले जो है I would suggest कि आप जाएं और उसको देखें and then you go through. ये इतना मुश्किल नहीं है और कोई खास आपसे अंग्रेजी भी नहीं दरकार. You should be, one thing you should remember, that you should not fall in love with your idea, fall in love with the problem or fall in love with the issue. तो फिर you will be able to express your thoughts. अगर आपने आपका एक आइडिया लिया और बस उसी को आप लेके चलें और वही आपने you pour it down on the proposal, तो मैं भी आपको मसाइल आए. तो आपको जब मसले का पता होगा जो आप एड्रेस करना चाह रही हैं या जिस पे आप काम करना चाह रहे हैं, तो वो आपके जो डिफरेंट सेक्शंस है उसमें आप रिफ्लेक्ट करेंगे एंड द जो कमिटी है उसको आसानी होगी इवेल्युएशन में.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Hussain. You've rightly said that we should be actually focusing on the problem जिसका हम solution हासिल करना चाह रहे हैं through this PUAN Grants Program. क्योंकि मुश्किल हम लोगों को when it comes to writing, when it comes to development of proposal वहाँ पेश आती है when we just see के budget ceiling क्या है. We just see that जो इस कैटेगरी की 15 लाख है और PUAN Connects की जो कैटेगरी है उसके 0.25 million है और हम वहां से रिवर्स करना शुरू होते हैं. So we should be actually focusing on the solution which we intend to provide through our multiple weeks की effort. और when जब हमारे सामने solution सामने problem सामने होगा and when we start working on the solution, so automatically it becomes clearer and it becomes easier for us then how we are supposed to divide our activities वीक वाइज एंड देन उसके लिए हमें कौन कौन से स्टाफ की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी, कौन कौन सा पर्सोनल हमें चाहिए होगा, किस किस तरह के लोगों की हमें हेल्प चाहिए होगी. एंड देन इट बिकम्स वेरी इजी कि हम जो रिस्पेक्टिव फील्ड्स विच हैव बीन गिवन इन द पोर्टल जिसके अगेंस्ट वी आर सपोज टू अप्लाई वो हम उनको फिल करना आसान हो जाता है. Over to you, Ms. Valija. We would like to ask further from you that your project was also PUAN Connects, under which you were supposed to, you did an amazing session. And by the way, we really loved the eco-friendly giveaways, which you had developed against your project. So tell us more about that. And specifically, when it comes to PUAN Connects, the main idea was to link with the fellow alumni of the chapter. So how did you carry out the mobilization and what was your strategy to interact and to find out alumni from your chapter and then gathering them under one ceiling and then having a session with them? Over to you.
So thank you so much, firstly, for appreciating the idea, because, like, it was such a hassle to go to the nurseries and collect the plants and everything, but it was worth it, obviously, because I wanted to do something that was eco-friendly, obviously. So talking about how I did all, and multiple, like, alumni keep coming to my inbox and asking me about the same thing as Hussein said, that they are creating their proposals on Word, and then they are like, Valija, what should be the budget thing and all that. So if an alumni goes to the like portal, they'll realize that there is a proper breakdown for the budget. Like, it's just like PUAN has done everything for us already. You have just to mention the ranges. So instead of just sitting and keep writing on Word 500 words, 1,000 words, and every small detail about the budget, you should just go to the portal and see the requirements, because it is very basic, it is very easy. You just have to, convey your idea. You should have a clear goal, and then it becomes super easy, because once you have specified what you are going to do, what is going to be the output of your project, it gets super easy. So talking about my project, so in PON North AJK chapter, I saw the problem that there are multiple people willing to help each other, mentor each other, and then there are people who want to learn from others, but they don't know how, because the connectivity was a bit less. That is because of the distance between the districts, and it being a mountainous area. So all I wanted to do is was that I wanted to connect the people from multiple districts. Like, if someone from Bah wants a mentor related to journalism, and someone from Muzaffarabad is willing, so why not to connect the both? So when I started my project, the main problem that started was weather. It started to rain and people were not able to travel. So this is where the challenges start to, show up. I remember I received a mail from someone from Bar and telling me that 10 of the alumni won't be able to come. And then what was there? Only panic. I was like, what is going to be there with my project? It is all destroyed. No success at all. And then I was like, no, I have to navigate it. It is about navigating it. So we shifted it to online mode and took different people on board so that we can do it that way. And the people who were willing to come, we were reaching to them. Shanila helped us drop the mails, and like we were doing this branding publicity everywhere, and then we were able to connect the people and have them there. So I would say that if challenges come, it's not going to be like my project is going to be destroyed. It's like I have to find a way, and yeah, you can find the way.
Thank you, Felicia. Felicia. So now coming next towards Jemima. So Jemima, not only your project was different, but the theme which you chose, and at the same time the target audience which you chose under this PUAN Grants program, that was very different. So please tell us about your challenges and how you were able to overcome those challenges, and how you were able to translate those challenges into opportunities for making your project a big time success, and how her project became a success. Jemima, do tell us about the prize as well, which you received as a part of implementing this project very successfully.
First of all, before talking about the challenge, I would also like to talk about, like, sometimes people think, oh, I don't have a background of working, or oh, I'm not that much established person, or I haven't done a lot of thing, and they say that, okay, this is not something I can do. But I would really stress that if you have a good idea, and if you think that there is a problem that you had a solution for that, please go for it, because the only thing people judge is your idea and the implementation. So if I talk about my own project, it was in merged area, and we know the situation of merged area. It's very unpredictable, it's very uncertain, and you never know. So of course I got a lot of challenges, because the first my project was on the documentary film on inheritance right of women. So the initial women that I was talking to was from Bajawar. And we know that how the situation get disturbed there, and people become IDPs. And I was honestly so stressed, because I was like, I took a lot of time to build the trust, to tell her that I will do whatever your perspective is, whatever you don't want to show us, and we will make sure to not disappoint you. So working in these areas required a lot of trust building, and when an uncertain situation happen, it means that all your efforts in building that trust is vanish. And then I was like, I have to now look for another women who have um, you know did like challenge her family or relatives to attain her inheritance right. So again, I started working on it. So the only thing I would say is never lose hope. Please connect to different people who are working in the same domain, and you should be flexible while implementing your project. Even um, you have assumed that you will do it in this way, not always you will have the environment to implement the way you want it to implement, and especially in conflict zone areas. So then I decided to look for some other one, because I was unsure that when the situation will get settled and when I would be able to, work on this project. So then I found people in Khyber district where I filmed them, and one of the women that reached out to me, actually, she was unaware how she would be able to file her legal case, because she was facing it and she wanted her legal aspect. And I showed her in her community the film, and she was able to claim her inheritance right. So when you do certain thing which actually get the attention of people who are struggling, you will you will not need a lot of efforts then to implement that project. Because after making documentaries, my next thing was to film it in different communities, and I was able to film it in Fata University, where the faculties were really interested for this type of documentaries and this type of sessions. Because as I told you before, a lot of time it's not that people don't want their rights, but maybe they don't know the way, maybe they don't know how to deal with the situation. So it's very important to come up with a solution which can at least give them access to information. And why I choose documentary, because we know that not everyone can read, not everyone can check the articles when it comes to emerged areas. So I was like, documentary is something that can help women especially to learn from it, and it actually did. And I really hope that not just in this project, but I keep um, doing like screening of this documentary, so women can have an idea of the legal aspects and how they can claim their inheritance right. And of course, when you have such uncertainty and when you are working in such conflict areas, so it's sometimes challenging, but at the same time, when you have the flexible thoughts and when you are not strict in your implementation, then it become easier. So we have to be mindful that we are not going to be very tough on our thoughts that, no, I have planned this way, I am going to do it in this way. You will always have the second door that you have to see. And you were talking about the award that I got. So there was like, for the first time, there was like all the grantees were invited to Islamabad, and they have to present their whatever proposal they implemented in their community. And I got the second award for implementing my project. So it was a kind of good feeling, because when it gave you motivation that whatever you are doing is worth it, and we should keep working on it.
Thank you, Jemima, and congratulations once again for winning that award. And I guess this is sort of motivation for our alumni as well, that once you are done with successfully implementing the project, it's not sort of end of the world. So we are still going to stay connected with you, and specifically for our successful grantees, once they'll be done with successfully implementing all their project ideas for the year 2026. So towards the end of the year, we are going to have a PUAN Grant seminar where we'll be requesting all our successful grantees to come and present and talk about the impact which they have created via their individual projects. And then there will be a couple of jury members who are going to evaluate your performance, who are going to evaluate your achievements. And then at the end of that, there will be, of course, prizes as well. So with this, now let's talk briefly about the application or the proposal ahead. So we talked briefly about it earlier as well. So Hussein, starting from you, so do you have any kinds of tips for our alumni which you can share so that our alumni can develop winning proposals or proposals which are sort of balanced so that when our jury members, when our committee members are going to evaluate them, they are going to find them worth reading, and they should be getting this idea, oh wow, this is a project that we should be implementing or we should be funding under PUAN Grants Program 2026.
First of all, your idea should be within the themes of the program. If it is not into the as per the themes, so the effort is wasted. So first of all, you must go through the themes, and then as Shanila mentioned, that PUAN, after implementing your programs, still they don't leave you unnoticed. They still acknowledge you. So the same goes with the specific themes on the website. If you go through them, they have explained it. There is a comprehensive explanation of what you can do in each of the themes, and there is also an example of what activities can be done in themes. So you just need to take out your time and you go there and read it. So first of all, your idea should be in accordance with the themes. And then how to write a winning grant. There is, as it has been repeatedly said, that PUAN equally understands that the alumni, they are not project management professionals. The only thing, your idea and your budget, everything should be realistic. Like if you're working on something, you should know what you are doing. You should know what will be the activities of it, and the budget should be should reflect the activities. It should not be something which the if the grant review committee reviews it and they say that the person who has applied, he or she is not sure of what he or she is doing. So your proposal should not give this reflection. Your activities and your budget, everything should be in line. And the team is also important. The team is important because they require you to have the alumni of your team mentioned on the application. And also, if you are working, your idea involves something like you want to collaborate with an organization, so it is strongly recommended to get a letter of support from them, that if the project is selected, they would be supporting you. So it strengthens your application, and it gives a message to the grant review committee that the preparation on the part of the applicant is he or she, they have worked, they are serious on it, and they want to do something, like it's not something in the air. So still till March 13, there are around 8 days. Don't wait for the last day. I am once I worked on a proposal and I thought I will be able to do it before the deadline. And in the last 2 minutes, I didn't know that it requires your CNIC number or bank account details. So I didn't have it in mind, and all the effort went in waste, because as it reaches 59, so the portal goes out and your effort is all, you never know where it went. So please don't wait for the last date. Don't wait for the last hour and for the last date. Just read the 8 days are remaining. You can even now produce a winning grant proposal. Just go through the themes, work on your idea, and just go through the different sections of, yes, there are different sections of the application, but it also, there are different sections you need to think on it. But there are some grant which does not require, which tells you that give us a concept note. So then if it is an open-ended thing, you also are confused. So on the part of PUAN, things are very easy for us. There is section you just need to write there. If we look at the budget is also very explained. You just need to write down the details, because the PUAN has already gave you the different sections in which the budget heads, different budget heads. So it has sort of made it very easy and accessible for someone who is not a project management, grant management professional, who has not applied to a grant before. You can even apply to it and win a grant, but you should know what you are doing. You should be, the grant review committee should know that the person who has applied for it, he or she is sure of it, and they should know. And there is also an option of the video. So it also gives you a very good opportunity. If you have missed something, a video can also make your case very, very strong. So also give time to that, and upload the video, which can also win you a grant.
Thank you, Hussain. And you have rightly said that please do not wait till the deadline, which is going to be 2 o'clock at 13 March, because on 13th, there is going to be snowstorm, rainstorm, there is going to be thunderstorm, there could be internet outage, there could be some unannounced public holiday. So all you have to do is to start working on your applications now, and you need to keep everything with you before applying. And yes, thank you for reminding about the video as well, because that 1 minute video sort of gives idea to anyone who doesn't want to read your proposal, who wants to know firsthand from you that how you are going to implement it. So if you are unable to explain what you are going to achieve in 1 minute, then probably you need to consider repeating or revising your proposal, because just think about it as sort of an elevator speech. Just imagine that you are going on some other floor on an elevator with some senior dignitary, and you need to sell your profile to that person, and you've got just 10 seconds or probably 15 seconds. And how you are going to tell or convince that person to hire you. So same is the case for the video as well. You need to tell us that who you are, how you, what problem do you have, how you are going to solve that problem, and what are the means or the methods which you intend to use for solving that problem. So that's going to be sort of a key, that how you are going to develop that 1 minute video. And we have given our guidelines for that as well. So again, visit our website, which is PUAN.pk. So go to the grants tab, and there you are going to have all the information that how you are supposed to develop the video and how you are supposed to upload it in the compressed version. And with this, we have received one question as well, that what type of grants or ideas which are there, which against which we can apply under this PUAN Grants Program 2026. So again, just to reiterate, just go to our website, which is PUAN.pk/PUAN/grants. So it just goes to our page, and on that page, we have not only listed the themes for the year 2026, under each theme, we have even sort of given you an idea that what kind of projects can be applied can be, what kind of projects can, what kind of projects are the examples which you can use, and they are going to sort of give you an idea that how can you apply and how can you develop a winning proposal. With this, I would like to ask Valija as well if she has got any tips or recommendations for our alumni who are going to work specifically on the theme of PUAN Connects. Over to you, Ms. Valija.
Thank you, Shanila. Mr. Hussain has almost covered it all. One thing that I would like to add is that when you are designing your project and you are selling your idea, the thing that appeals to the committee, in my point of view, is that you should be specific and realistic. For example, a person, instead of saying that I will connect all the people from Muzaffarabad to all the people or all the alumni living in Neelam Valley, seems to be a bit unrealistic. Instead of this, if a person gives a number, for example, that I would be helping X number of businesses, strengthening Y number of the people that benefit from this business, and this would result in this impact in that particular society. So when you are specific, the committee knows that you are serious and you have made your study, which helps you, create an impact on this committee because they know that you are serious about it and you have done your research. So that is one thing that I want to add. Thank you.
Perfect. Over to you, Ms. Jemima. Do you have got some kind of recommendations or tips for our alumni who intend to work or start working on their proposals because there are still a few days left?
Yeah, so I would like to say that to every problem, there is always a solution. And also, there are a lot of people and a lot of individual who are working on it. So you should have the key eye to look at it and see how I can contribute in it. So the ideas are out there, but you just need to have look at your community, what type of problem they have, and what are the solutions that are very much good for them. Because a lot of time we assume that this might be the solution, but we never study the community or we never ask them what type of problem they have, and we assume the problems and we assume the solution. And of course, when the committee review and say that, oh, this is not the problem in that community, so why should we grant this? So make sure you know your community, you know their problem, and then accordingly the best solution. It's a lot of time human think that a complicated solution can be the one that I can get the grant, but I think that the more simple your solution is, the more realistic your solution is, the more people will be interested that, okay, let's explore this way. So this is the only tip I have.
Perfect. Thank you, Jemima. And we have received a comment that someone is interested in knowing about the more details about the projects of our amazing alumni, Hussain Saab, Ms. Jemima, and Ms. Felicia as well. So for you, again, just go to our website, puan.pk, and just click on the blog session. And there you are going to see all the information we have put over there. We have talked about the journey of our amazing alumni, and we have posted updates about their projects and as well as about complete grant stories once their projects had concluded. But just one word of caution that do visit their the stories, do read their stories, but when you are going to develop your own proposal for PUAN Grants Program 2026, you need to visit again our grants tab and you need to see the themes and you need to see the examples listed under those themes, because there are very high chances if you are reading some grant story of our alumnus or alumna from 2025, there are chances that the theme might have been discontinued for the year 2026. So first of all, you need to make sure that the idea against which you are pitching a proposal that needs to be relevant to the themes which we have advertised in the current year. With this, I guess we have said enough. So those who have joined us late on our Facebook profile, just stay assured that the video is going to stay there on your on our Facebook page once Facebook is done with the processing of the recording. And in case you are watching this video later, you can always get back to us either by commenting on the live stream. Our team is going to get back to you, or if you feel that you feel comfortable with email, so just note our email address, which is puangrants@uscfp.org. So just drop us an email on this email ID and our team is going to get back to you. But don't wait till 13th of March and 11 o'clock or maybe 11:30 p.m. or 12 to drop an email, because at that time it's going to be very late, and you need to start working on your ideas, so that you need to give some cushion as well to yourself as well. And if you feel like that you want some other help, we have got our 14 closed Facebook chapter groups as well. Just connect with your fellow alumni, just draft your idea, just write it on on one page in probably 500 words or 600 words first, and then ask some layman, ask some non-subject expert to sort of evaluate your idea. If you are able to convince that person what you are going to achieve with your proposal, then there are very strong chances that when you are going to start filling out the application form, you will be able to fill in all the required information in an effective manner. So with this, I'm Shanila Mazhar. I'm signing out from here. It was pleasure catching up with our alumni. It was pleasure seeing you, our fellow alumni, via our Facebook live stream as well. We'll be circulating this video as well. And once again, just to reiterate, please don't wait till the deadline and start working on your ideas. Our teams are eager to receive wonderful proposals from you, and we are eager to fund your amazing community-led projects under PUAN Grants Program. Bye-bye. Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, our panelists, for joining in. Allah Hafiz.